Hi food lovers, it's Emily, your registered dietitian from Anywhere Nutrition, and today I'm going to show you how to make my go-to nutrient-dense Caesar salad. So this is not your traditional Caesar salad. It kind of starts out with some of those basics, but we're enhancing it with more ingredients to make it more nutritionally dense. What does that mean? It has higher protein value, it has more vitamins and minerals in every serving, and it's overall going to satisfy you and keep you fuller longer and provide more health benefits. So to get started, this is what you're going to need for this recipe. I have the recipe already downloaded on my iPad. This recipe is on my website, on my blog at anywherenutrition.com. You can either print it out or put it on your device like this. So we're going to need to pick out a Caesar salad dressing. So you can either make one at home, which I've done before and I did enjoy, but if I can find a good quality shortcut, that's what I would highly recommend. This is one that I've recently come across. It's called Mother Raw Caesar. I love this recipe, the ingredient list that they have for this particular Caesar dressing, because it doesn't have any refined oils in it. What does that mean? There's no soybean oil, corn oils, just poorer quality oils that are cheap and inexpensive. This company really went all in with the ingredients, and I love that it starts with extra virgin olive oil. There are no preservatives in here. It's all natural ingredients and it's beautiful and delicious. So we are going to use that salad dressing. We're going to use a couple heads of romaine lettuce. We have some pasture-raised heritage pork bacon. There's no nitrates added. It's uncured. There's a little bit of honey in it. I have cherry tomatoes, a lemon, a can of chickpeas. You're welcome to make chickpeas from scratch, but I think from the can is still a good quality option to use for this recipe. And so let's go ahead and get started. So I have my bowl in front of me, and then we're going to use this for mixing, and then I have a bowl for serving. So I have my head of romaine lettuce here, and I'm just going to go ahead and start chopping away at it. I looked at the ends and pulled off anything that looked like it was going a little bad, and I already peeled those off. So I'm just going to grab this head from the end here and just kind of roughly chop it. There's no perfection to this. We're going to try to go all the way down to the base of this, and then we're going to chop it a little bit more. So that is what a traditional Caesar is made with. Of course, you can use different varieties of greens, like kale. We've made a really lovely kale salad before, Caesar salad, but you can go with whatever you can find at your grocery store and maybe try to follow what's in the season. So now to just kind of pick through and see how this chopped up. So to get rid of some of these really long strands, I'm just going to kind of go roughly over this pile again to kind of chop those up so that I don't have to do that with my fork when I'm enjoying my salad. And so when I've already done that, I'm going to take a chunk of this and add it to my bowl here. And then add it till it's full, just depending on how much you can fit in there. It looks like all mine's going to fit. So I'm adding that on top, and now I'm gonna go and I'm going to add in my dressing, and we're gonna toss this with Caesar dressing. So again, this is a store-bought recipe. I really like this one. The flavor is awesome. It has a really nice lemon brightness to it. So that's about 1/4 a cup. And you can, kind of add a little bit, taste test it, see what you think. And I'm just going to go ahead, I'm just going to throw my hands in here. The nice thing is you're kind of like massaging the lettuce to get it, the flavor to kind of infuse into the leaves. I'm going to keep doing this until the entire batch is covered in Caesar dressing. This looks pretty good already. Grab those pieces. Okay, so we have that put together. I'm just going to go ahead now and rinse off my hands. So the next part, you can customize it a little bit any way that you want. So you can pick and choose your toppings, but I have some suggested ones in this recipe in particular. So we're going to grab our serving bowl and set this out front here. This recipe makes about 3 servings of Caesar salad. So I'm gonna go serve up my greens there. And then we're adding in some diced cherry tomatoes for antioxidants. Tomatoes we know are rich in lycopene, which is great. They have some awesome anti-cancer properties. Potassium's also great for muscles, for athletes, and the general population. Also, potassium is wonderful for sleep. So this is a great even evening meal. So we have that. I'm going to be adding in about 3 to 4 ounces of diced grilled chicken. So I bought this already grilled, which you can do to make it as convenient as possible. But you can also grill it at home or just make baked chicken too. So I have my chicken roughly sliced up. I'm adding that there. And then I have my garbanzo beans, or chickpeas as they're also known. I'm going for about a tablespoon or 2. Don't want to overdo it with the chickpeas. And then I have my homemade bacon on that side. Yum. And then the last thing I'm going to do is just serve it with some squeezed lemon. So like I mentioned, this specific salad dressing has a brightness of lemon to it, but adding more lemon is great to bring out the flavor of all the ingredients involved. So there you have it. That's a very simple homemade Caesar salad with a couple shortcuts, but not cutting on quality. We're just trying to make a simplified version at home that doesn't take too much time. And this is what it looks like. Isn't that beautiful? So a couple of suggestions for making this in batch varieties. So if we're meal prepping ahead of time for our week, what we're going to want to do, so now I have leftovers here, so if I wasn't going to use this all up for a meal, I would just cover this and store my other ingredients separately, so then I can pack this for lunch, so I could make this into move this to smaller containers. And if I wanted to, I could top it with all the ingredients, but I probably would keep the greens separate from the other ones, store them in a smaller separate container, and when I sit down for lunch, pour all the ingredients on top, and that's how I would enjoy that as a batch prep. So this will keep in your refrigerator for about 3 days, 4 days maybe, but by that time the greens probably start to brown a little bit. So probably 3 days max, 2 days would be perfect. So thanks for following along. I can't wait to hear what you think of this recipe. Drop a comment below and make sure you go and you download the recipe so you can keep it in your kitchen. Take care.